Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video and another one of our little cozy chit chat type of vibes. I am trying to set out the lighting. I can't remember how I did it last time, so it wasn't like really aggressive shiny and also didn't flicker. If it is flickering, I'm desperately sorry. Please ignore. Anyway, today we are going to be tier ranking every single book that I read in 2024. And there's a lot. I've read 169 books this year, which is very fun, very fresh, but I am not going to be going into too much detail. I'm just going to be running through all the books that we read last year and putting them in my little categories, tier ranking. You know the deal. If you see the mess on my desk, no you don't. So first things first, I think let's run through the tiers. At the top of the list, we've got Mike's Mike Head Nod. Yeah. These are all memes, by the way, my favourite memes. Then next tier down, we've got beautiful, amazing, talented, show-stopping, never been done before, etc., etc.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
Second top, not quite, not quite perfection, but it's up there. Then we've got Yup, the little Wendy Williams one.
Yup.
And that's like just really great books, really good books. I like them. That's fine. Then we've got Tail Wagging Stops, which is this dog, which I love. This one is just like, it's meh. It's very mid. It's not super exciting. Maybe I was getting into it and then, no, didn't love it. Then we've got I'm Sorry to This Man, which is Keke Palmer, I believe.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
I don't remember this. I'm so sorry. I have no memory. I couldn't tell you a plot point. I'm so sorry. Then we've got Boring from the iconic Big Brother.
I'm bored shitless!
These are books that are boring and have bored me, and I'm very upset about them. Then we've got Oh Boy, That's Not Good from the little Pokemon one, and this is just not good books. And then finally we have Yapping Jail. These people should be in Yapping Jail, and I don't think they should be allowed to write books anymore. Bit harsh, however true. So first things first, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. I'm going to start recording my screen, and I'm going to hope that the microphone, the audio, all of that jazz is okay. So I guess we will see. I understand that we have a lot of categories here and we've got a lot of books to go through. This hasn't even loaded them all, but let's just start off with whatever is at the top, and that is Peter Pan, which is a little bit of a random one. Honestly, I know the story of Peter Pan, but like in this specific version, I'm going to put this in I'm Sorry to This Man. I don't really remember much of it. I'm sorry. I read it as an audiobook. It was okay. It was fine. All the Bright Places. This one's going in, let's put it in Tail Wagging Stops. It's fine. It's good. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's going there. The Humans, I didn't enjoy. I didn't love this one. I found it a bit weird. Like certain aspects of it I didn't really love. The New Jim Crow, this was good. It wasn't like my favourite non-fiction I've ever read, but it was definitely a very good, very poignant, interesting one. That's about like mass incarceration in America of black people and people of colour. So it's very, very interesting. The Red Queen, I also found pretty boring too. I'm going to put that with The Human. I'm going to actually put that in boring because it was like I had no interest in the story. I felt like everything just kind of worked out really well for these characters. Every problem that they had just got resolved immediately, and it wasn't all that exciting, so I didn't love that one. This Is Going to Hurt, I'm going to put up into talented, beautiful, amazing, show-stopping. This is a really, really excellent non-fiction book about working in the NHS, and it's like a junior doctor's diaries. They're really excellent. My Brilliant Friend, I think I'm going to put it here. It's also a pretty mid book to me. I know everyone loved it. I was doing a reading New York Times best books like video, but I ended up scrapping that. Apologies. Also, am I too low down? But like if I move you down, you won't be able to see the light. Okay, I think I like that better. Yeah, this one was just pretty mid and not exactly all that exciting to me, to be honest. Then Red Rising, I'm going to put up in Yup. I really enjoyed, especially the second half of this one. Once I stopped listening to it on audio, I actually enjoyed it a lot more, and I enjoyed reading it physically, and I'm excited to carry on with this series. More Than This was a reread. This was one of my favourite books as a like early teenager, I guess, and I actually think it's really, really good. I think it really holds up, and I think if I hadn't known like about certain plot developments before going into it, I would have enjoyed it even more, but it was still really good the second time around. Honestly, for Caraval, I might put this in Tail Wagging Stops. It was okay. I just didn't really care overly for it. It was a little bit mid to me. I didn't love it all too much, unfortunately. Then I think I actually might put Gemina quite high up. I might put it in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. I really love this. This is the second in the Illuminae Files series, and I thought this was really, really, really good. This one is a really fun mixed media story. Into the Drowning Deep, I think I'm also going to put up there. This was another excellent book. This is a horror kind of set on a research vessel, and they're investigating mermaids, but the mermaids are deadly, so it turns into a bit of a slasher horror type vibe, which is really good. Little Fires Everywhere I also really enjoyed. I would put that in yup. Really, really good as well. And Obsidio I'm going to put up with Gemina in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. This is a good trajectory so far. I like the way this is slanting, but I feel we're going to have some other ones I didn't enjoy too much. Prisoners of Geography, honestly, I might put it in... Sorry to This Man. I honestly can't remember very much from this. I remember thinking at the time that just because it is a bit outdated, that it wasn't particularly useful and it was a bit kind of basic, so apologies about that. 12 I can't really remember. I vaguely remember that, but I don't feel all too oversold on it. The Woman in White I'm going to put up in Tail Wagging Stops. It was a bit of it wasn't necessarily a mid book. It's a classic, it's very good. However, I didn't love it as much as other books. I think I gave it a 4, so it wasn't bad, but that was a 4 for a classic rather than a 4 for every other genre. Do you know what I mean? Radium Girls is going up at the top. This was in my favourite books of 2024, so that's going in Mike's head nod. Then we have Say Nothing, another favourite book of the year, also in the top section. Excellent. In the Dream House was very good. I will put this in yup, I think. I can't remember a lot of it though. Yeah, I think I listened to it kind of all in one go, so I'm going to put it in I'm Sorry to This Man. This was really, really excellent. I remember thinking at the time. However, I just can't really remember a lot of it, so unfortunately I will have to put it in Sorry to This Man, but I would be open to rereading that one definitely. Thursday Murder Club goes in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. I reread the first one this year. This isn't a favourite of all time, specifically the first book, but the rest of them kind of are, and I love the series as a whole. The other ones all would go up here, but this one just kind of sits in the second top tier. Blue Ticket was one of my least favourite books of the year. So Yapping Jail, it was incredibly boring, but I gave it a 1 star as well because it just felt pointless too. And so yeah, I don't want you to write any more books. All the Lonely People I also hated, so that is going in Yapping Jail. This one, I just didn't like the resolution. Everything felt really obvious, and I feel like it was... Actually, wait, is this the one I'm thinking of? No, this isn't actually the one I'm thinking of. I'm going to put this one in... I'm going to put it in I'm Sorry to This Man, because I clearly cannot remember it. But actually, I do remember a bit. Not very well. So yeah, that's going to sit there. Everything I Know About Love is one of my favourites. I've reread this one this year, and that's also going in Mike's head nod. Same with My Dark Vanessa. Absolutely excellent. I love this book so much. Then we has 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas, and I'm going to put this in yup. This is kind of like a companion book to This Is Going to Hurt. The Night Shift Before Christmas is just a Christmas version, so it's the stories that took place over Christmas. So it's shorter, but it was a very good read. Then we have Girl, Woman, Other, and I can't remember much of this either. I can't lie. I do think I enjoyed it, so I'm going to put it in Tail Wagging Stops. It was kind of mid-ish, but on a better side of mid, but I also can't remember a lot of it, so maybe it should be in I'm Sorry to This Man, but it's better than the other books in there, and I know I still can't remember it, but I think it would have to sit there, unfortunately, even though I know it's a very good book. Beach Read, I think I'm gonna put into yup. I love this one. It's a very, very good book. Not necessarily my favourite Emily Henry, but this was also a reread this year. The Honjin Murders, this was boring. I'm so sorry. I found it very dull. Pandora's Box is going in yup. This was really, really excellent. It's a non-fiction about women's characters in Greek mythology. Very, very, very good. A Court of Wings and Ruin can go in yup. I really enjoyed this one. And then I've got A Court of Mist and Fury in here twice by accident, so let's just move that one down here and ignore it. And then I'm going to put Akamov 1 tier above in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. I really enjoyed it, I can't lie. The Dare, I'm Sorry to This Man, I cannot remember you, I'm so sorry. Very forgettable. I, unpopular opinion, did not enjoy Turn of the Key. I thought the twist in this was really not very good in my opinion, and it felt like a bit of a cop-out. I didn't enjoy it particularly. Wolfall, I also found boring. I'm so sorry. This was just so many conversation after conversation after conversation, and it's so long. I have an interest in Tudor history. I think if you didn't, you would have no joy in this book. I know it's been nominated for the Booker Prize twice, or the Man Booker. Not for me. not for me. Memento, I thought this was fine. I think I gave it like a 4. Like, it's very mid. It's a very like short novella that kind of fits in at the end. The Vanishing Half, I'm also going to put in boring, I think, unfortunately. I think this was set up to have like a bit more of a reveal or climax at the end, and I found it very anticlimactic. I think I gave it like a 3.5. Definitely wasn't bad, but I just didn't particularly enjoy it really at all. The 5 by Hallie Rubenhold is going in my top tier. I love this one so much. This is one of my favorites of the year. Ricochet, it's not good. I actually really didn't like this one at all. They really focus on Rike and Daisy a lot, who are the worst couple ever because the man is like 24 and she's 16. So weird. Addicted to You was okay. I'm going to put it in tail wagging stops. I enjoyed it at the time, but because of Ricochet, I have decided to DNF this series altogether. Swordcatcher, I think was pretty good. I would put this, I think maybe Here feels good. It was okay. It was pretty mid, but overall I did enjoy it. One of Us is Back. I'm going to put that in boring, and I'm going to put Two Can Keep a Secret in boring. I get these mixed up, but they were a bit dull, and I can't tell the difference between the two. Yeah, I have no idea what happened in either of them. One of them should be in probably I'm Sorry to This Man, but they were a bit more boring than they were forgettable, even though they were forgettable. Imagine Me. I'm trying to imagine what happened in this book. I'm going to put this in I'm Sorry to This Man because I don't remember. A lot of the final Shatter Me books I found were pretty boring and unnecessary. I only think they really needed the first trilogy, but that's going in there. One Dark Window can go in tail wagging stops. I feel like this one was a pretty mid one for me as well, though I have heard better things about the sequel, so I'm excited to get to that. Chasing the Boogeyman, I loved. This is going in beautiful, talented, amazing, show-stopping, etc, etc. I thought this was a really good mixed media murder mystery story. Lonely Castle in the Mirror, I also really enjoyed. That can go in yup. I really like this one. I think this is a really nice like fiction story. Normal People is going in boring. Very sorry to, I know everyone loves it. That's going in boring. I'm so sorry. I didn't particularly enjoy it. The Anthropocene Reviewed, I actually really enjoyed, and I'm going to put that in beautiful, amazing, talented, show-stopping. This is a really excellent collection of essays by John Green. I think he's an excellent writer, both fiction and non-fiction. Fish Swimming in Dappled Sunlight, I didn't like. It was boring, but I also just objectively did not like it at all. This was just kind of weird, and I didn't like it, pretty much. The Twyford Code, I did really enjoy, and I'm going to put this one in beautiful, amazing, talented, show-stopping. This got a really good twist in it. I just thought the ending kind of dragged on a little bit after the twist. That's why it's not like a favourable time. Believe Me, I'm Sorry to This Man. I have no idea what happened in this book. I might actually put it in boring because I believe it was just like a wedding and it was pointless. Hera was okay. Not my favourite Greek mythology. I do like a lot of Greek mythology, but I honestly can't remember very much of this at all. I listened to this on audiobook. I got it as an ARC and I gave it like a 3.754. I remember liking it, but for some reason I can't really remember much of Hera's actual story, and I know it was reasonably long, so yeah, unfortunately I forgot that one a little bit. The Last Thing He Told Me, this is also maybe going in I'm Sorry to This Man. I feel like I can't remember much of this. Yep, I can't remember much of it. Spoonful of Murder, I'm going to put in tail wagging stops. I feel like over time my enjoyment of this and this series has kind of gone down slightly. I liked it a bit at the start. It was very cozy, a very easy listen, but overall just not overly keen on it, I guess. And although I've read a couple more in the series, I probably won't read on after that. Little White Lies was so boring. I might actually put this in not good though, just because I don't think the story was entertaining in any way whatsoever. Like, I think it's a pretty pointless book. The Pallbearers Club, I'm going to put in maybe here in tail wagging stops. I do think it was good. It wasn't crazy or anything super exciting. Can't remember anything about She and Her Cat, so that's going in I'm Sorry to This Man. Literally no memory whatsoever. Also, I'm trying to record my audio and screen record and have this open with all of these books on here, so like if my computer's lagging at all, apologies for that. Empire of Pain was excellent. This is going in my top section. I have a lot of non-fiction up here actually, but I do tend to really enjoy non-fiction. This is my favourite non-fiction book of the year. Someone in Time was also very good. I'm going to put this one in beautiful, talented, show-stopping, amazing. This is a collection of short stories about time travel romances, which I love. My Roommate is a Vampire was good. I just can't really remember any of it, I can't lie. Not got strong memories, but I remember enjoying it. When in Rome, I'm going to put up in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. This is a 5-star and I really enjoyed it. It did make it to my favourites of the year, but like it's not quite up there with these ones. It was at the latter end of my favourites of the year, if that makes sense. Pen Dipped in Poison, I'm So Sorry to This Man. This is the next in the Spoonful of Murder series, but like I barely remember it. Those People Next Door can go in Tail Wagging Stops, but it was actually more so like the other way around, because I feel like I did not enjoy the first half particularly, but I really enjoyed the second half. In the second half we kind of switched to a court case and I really enjoyed that. The Love Wager I didn't actually like, but now I'm starting to think I can't remember it, but I will put it in Oh Boy That's Not Good. Actually, I don't think it fits with the rest of these. I Am Sorry to This Man, I don't remember her. I believe they had a one night stand and then they fake dated maybe. I can't really remember. Flawless was good. I'm going to put this in Yup. I enjoyed this one. I thought it was good, and not the best in the series, but like still good. Probably maybe my least favourite in the series so far, I'm not sure, but I did enjoy it still. What Lies in the Woods, I'm going to put in Tail Wagging Stops. It was okay. It was a good thriller, but nothing absolutely crazy. Hidden Pictures I did enjoy, but I think I'm going to put it in Tail Wagging Stops. Over time, it's just not really stuck with me, really, and I don't think about it very often, and it was just like a good thriller, really. Death of a Bookseller, this was not good. I did not enjoy this at all. I thought this was actually bad, and the ending was just ridiculous. I didn't enjoy that at all. I also didn't enjoy The Satsuma Complex by Bob Mortimer. This type of humour just didn't really gel with me. I didn't enjoy it particularly. The Wager was good. I'm going to put it in Tail Wagging Stops. It was nothing to necessarily write home about, but it was an interesting non-fiction. Icebreaker, I don't really have any memory of. I think it was okay. I remember the Uber scene, obviously, but the rest of that I didn't really remember too much of it. Ask for Andrew is going in my top tier. Obviously, this was in my favourite books of the year. I absolutely love this one. Mike's head nod, of course. Then we have God Killer. I also didn't enjoy this. This felt like it needed a prequel. I felt like I was jumping in partway in a series. The way that like so much was kind of like talked about as if I would already know, and like certain side characters I was like almost supposed to feel for, but I didn't really actually know anything about. It felt like there was like relationship setup that I'd missed. Hello Stranger, I did enjoy. This is going in yup. These tears are getting really big as I start to fill them out. I really enjoyed Hello Stranger. I thought it was a really cute romance. Lady Macbeth, I'm Sorry to This Man. I don't remember her very well. She was okay, I think, but I don't remember her. Just Another Missing Person, I really love. This is going in Beautiful, Show-Stopping, Talented, Amazing. I loved her. She was such a really good thriller. I really liked this one. I thought it was really good. Spare, I am going with boring. I'm sorry, but it was. I just don't have a strong interest in the royal family, so I think that's why. I think if you really like the royal family, this would be really interesting. But it's like reading a memoir of someone you like don't know and don't particularly care too deeply about. I honestly just have no opinion, so a little bit boring. Romantic comedy I didn't like. That's going in Oh Boy That's Not Good. So much of this was like her being like, I have no idea why he could possibly like me, and like then she was like a writer for SNL, but like she wasn't funny, and also like I just didn't find the romance particularly cute or anything like that. Dear Dolly I really enjoyed. I'm going to actually put this into yup. I think I actually gave this a 5-star at the time. I read this like immediately after my breakup, so it was like definitely kind of like a time and place thing where I really enjoyed it, but I did really like it and I found it useful at the time. The Examiner I also really enjoyed. I'm going to put this one up near the top as well. I'm going to put this one, I think I gave it like a 4.25. I would put it in maybe yup rather than, actually no, I will put this up in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. I thought it was really fun. Then next up we have Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I also really enjoyed this one. I'm going to put it in yup. I didn't necessarily get like the favourite of the year, best of the year kind of hype for this when it came out, because it came out in like 2023 and everyone loved it then, but like I did think it was good. Magnolia Parks, I just love these books so much. This was a reread this year for me, and she's going in Beautiful, Amazing, Talented, Show-Stopping. I just love her. She's such a good book. The Naturals I thought was good. I'm going to put this one, this was like I'm going to put this one in Tail Wagging Stops, and then I'm going to put Killer Instinct in yup, and I think I'm going to put the other two up there. I really like these. This is like a YA really fun Criminal Minds-esque series that I really enjoyed. And then we have The 6 Deaths of the Saint, which is a short story by Alex E. Harrow, and I really like this as well, so I'm going to put this also in my yup tier. I feel like I'm saying that too much now. I've said it too many times. It doesn't even sound real at all. A Very Lively Murder I did like. I thought it was good, but it wasn't like great, so I'm going to put this in Tail Wagging Stops. 0 Days by Ruth Ware I actually really enjoyed. I actually like this one a lot, so I'm going to put this one into this tier. I'm sick of saying it now, I can't lie. Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home I probably will put into my second top tier. Again, I prefer the Daisy Hates books, but This was really good. I really like them. Before we say goodbye, honestly, I'm sorry to this man, I could not remember you. I do not remember anything that happened here. The Christmas Guest I did enjoy, I believe, so I'm going to put this one up into yup. Oh no, I've got confused. Where did I put it? Where did she go? Oh, she's here. Okay, perfect. Then we have The Death I Gave Him. Like, boring. I didn't understand it. I don't remember it. I have no thoughts. I literally have no thoughts. I forgot I read this one. So, like, it should be in I'm sorry to this man because I don't remember it, but, like, I don't remember it and only thoughts are negative. So it's going in my boring category. Powerless by Elsie Silver. I really enjoyed. I thought this was so cute. This one did get a little bit smutty, but I'm going to put it in my third top tier. I enjoyed it. I liked it, even though the covers now are different on these two, which is annoying, but even though they're the same series. The Last Word I loved. I'm going to put this near the top. I'm going to put it at the top in Mike's Mike Head Nod. This was in my favourite books of the year. Actually, I don't think it necessarily fits with these ones, so maybe I put it in this one with Run and Rome. Like, it was a 5-star, but like these are some like favourites of all time, so I'm going to leave them there. Reckless I loved as well. I'm going to put this into beautiful, flawless, show-stopping, amazing. I keep getting those words in the wrong way round, but that's going there. Absolutely adored that one. Then we have The Heiress. I'm sorry to this man. I do not remember you. I don't remember you. I'm so sorry. Completely forgot. The Familiar I found boring, which is so upsetting because I had really reasonably high expectations for it. I thought I was going to really enjoy it, and alas, I did not. So she is going in boring. I've got another one here, another copy of it, so we'll just hide that one. Then The Museum of Ordinary People. Oh, why is this down here? This should not be down here. I'm going to put it in I'm sorry to this man. I believe that's where I put it. But yeah, it definitely wasn't in Yapping Jail. Museum of Ordinary People, however, is in Yapping Jail. I didn't enjoy this. I thought the setup was completely different to like what ended up actually playing out. I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. I thought it was like unlikable main characters. Everything was predictable. Didn't enjoy it at all. Unruly, however, I did really enjoy. This is a non-fiction about the kings and queens of England. And I think I gave it like a 4 point something. I think I'd actually put it up in beautiful, amazing, show-stopping. I thought it was really fun and it's quite comedic as well. The Mystery Guest. I'm so sorry to this man. I read this recently and I've forgotten about it. Oops. 5 Survive can go in yup, I think, maybe, or should I put it here? I feel like it's a little bit forgettable. It was okay. Actually, no, I did enjoy it. I'm going to put it up here. Then we have Natural Beauty. I also enjoyed this one too. This one's weird, but I did like it. So this is going in yup. Then we have Heartless. I love this one. I thought this was really good. I actually think I kind of want to move Flawless down just because I liked these other two like significantly more. So I'm going to put Flawless in this tier and the other two kind of fit better there. Then Daisy Hates The Great Undoing. This was also a reread. One of my faves of all time. It's going up at the top, no doubt. So next up we have The River, which is like a kind of epilogue mini short story to Ask for Andrea. Honestly can't remember it, apologies. I liked it at the time, but it's very short. It's like 15 pages. And Education in Malice I actually found boring, but I also didn't like it, like objectively, which was so disappointing because I really wanted to love it. I just felt like it was really underwhelming. There were weird relationships. The main character was so inconsistent and just didn't enjoy it at all. Practice Makes Perfect I liked a lot. I'm going to put this up in yup. I thought this was really cute. I really like these characters together. I thought they were like pretty compatible, and I really like this series, so that is going up there if it actually moves when I move the mouse. Then First Lie Wins. I love this one. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed this and I wasn't necessarily expecting to. This is going in beautiful, amazing, talented, show-stopping. And then same I think for Penance. I also really enjoyed. Then Check and Mate I did enjoy. I'm going to put it in tail wagging. It feels better than these books, but like not quite as good as these ones maybe. So I will keep it there, but like I'm a little bit unsure. Things have gotten worse since we last spoke. I'm sorry to this man, I don't remember, but I did like it, I think. What Moves the Dead I actually found a little bit boring. I think I gave this an okay. I think I might have given it a 4, but I think I kind of wanted to like it more than I actually did maybe like it. I'm not sure. Clytemnestra I really did like. This is going up near the top, of course. I'm going to put this up in beautiful, talented, show-stopping. I thought this was really good. Then Camp Damascus I also really enjoyed. This is going in yup. This is such a fun horror book. Obviously kind of tackles some darker topics, but a really good one. Then Good Bad Girl, did not like it. I've only ever really enjoyed one of Alice Feeney's books, so I don't know if she's necessarily for me. Didn't love that one, sorry. Fourth Wing I actually had a fun time with. I can't lie. I was sucked in, especially once the dragon started talking. I'm going to put it here. Sorry, I actually quite enjoyed it. Shark Heart is like a favourite of all time. I absolutely love this one. This was like one of my best books of the year, Love, 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 love. Then Medea, I also really, really enjoyed too. I'm going to put this in yup, yup, yup. This was really great. And I love this one. Stone Blind, I also absolutely adore. This is probably one of my favourite Greek mythology retellings that I have read. And it's going in beautiful, amazing, show-stopping, etc, etc. Listen for the Lie, I also loved. I'm going to put that in the same tier. I think this was a really, really excellent semi-mixed media murder mystery type book. I thought it was really, really fun and really, really exciting. The Pram, sorry to this man, no memory of this. This is one of the Amazon collection short stories. Literally couldn't tell you a thing. I have no recollection. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez was another favourite of the year, so that's going into my top Mike's Mike head nod category. Absolutely incredible. Probably my favourite, yeah, definitely my favourite romance that I read this year. This one shouldn't be up here, this should be in here. I'm accidentally moving them around, I'm very sorry. Then we have A Clock Stopped Dead, no memory. I'm so sorry, no memory whatsoever. I don't remember you. Butcher and Blackbird, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I didn't particularly enjoy it. So I'm going to put it down here. Yeah, it wasn't what I'd hoped it would be, unfortunately. The Exception to the Rule, I really did enjoy. I'm going to put it up here. Tail Wagging Stops isn't like a bad one, by the way. It's like just mid, kind of. Just like maybe like my tail was wagging. I was thinking it was going to be like a new favourite and like it maybe just wasn't, but it wasn't a bad book whatsoever. With Any Luck wasn't good. I didn't like that one at all, so that's going there. Actually, I like this one least, and then I'm going to put With Any Luck in Oh Boy That's Not Good. And I'm sorry, I've lost track a bit. I'm going in a different order, and I'm also going to put that one here with it because these were both not good, unfortunately. So How to Solve Your Own Murder, I really, really enjoyed, and the more I think about it, the more I'm excited for the next one. So I'm going to put this one in Beautiful, Show-Stopping, Talented. Then Drop, Cover and Roll, I believe it was. I like this one, so I'm actually going to put this one into this tier with The Exception to the Rule. Wasn't as good as The Exception to the Rule, but I actually thought it was quite a cute romance. Divine Might, I absolutely love. This is going in Beautiful, Show-Stopping, Amazing. It was in my favourites of the year. It's not kind of my very, very favourite, but I still really, really enjoyed it. Then we have Bride, which I liked. I can't lie, I love Bride. It was a fun time. I'm going to put it into Yup Yup, because honestly it was cute. I liked it, I can't lie, I'm sorry. The Reappearance of Rachel Price, I'm also going to put into the same category. I really like this one as well. I thought this was a fun time, and I was really interested in the reveals, etc, etc. So that's going in my third top tier. Then Love and Other Words. This is controversial. I did not like this. I went on a full spoiler rant in my Blindly Picking My TBR book where I read this one. I thought it was going to be like a 5, and it ended up being like a generous 2. Hated this. The ending was awful. Not in Love, I actually really enjoyed, and I enjoyed a lot more than I actually expected to. I didn't necessarily expect to enjoy it all too much, so I'm going to put this one up here. And then The Paradise Problem, I really, really enjoyed. And I think maybe in the same category I would put it in. Actually, maybe in the category, do I want to put it somewhere between these? And I'm not sure. You know what? Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one, so I'm going to put it up here. Then we have Darling Girls, and I didn't really enjoy this one either. I didn't think this was particularly very good. Also, while we're down here, I just want to put a couple more in these lower categories because I don't want to keep scrolling up and down. I did not like That's What She Seemed. I didn't think it was good, and I thought it was actually very, very boring, but it was actually more bad than it was boring. And then Frida McFadden, I also didn't think was very good, unfortunately. Oh, and this one, I also didn't like this one either. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm done being negative for the time being. And The Worst, Wingman, I actually really enjoyed. I thought this was a cute one. Again, another one from the short story collection, but I'm going to put it up here with the other ones. We Solve Murders, obviously, is going in my top category. It was my favourite book of the year. I'm literally not going to put it anywhere else. I love anything that Richard Osman writes, and she's going in the top category. Oh my god, we've got so many books here. This is ridiculous. Then we have The Midnight Feast. I like this one. I'm going to put it in Tail Wagging Stops. I thought it was good, but just like it wasn't necessarily like anything to write home about. Do you know what I mean? Funny Story, I really, really liked. Not my favourite Emily Henry of all time, but like it's definitely up there. I thought it was great, so it's going into my second to top category. I thought it was excellent. Good Material, honestly, I found a bit boring. I didn't really like this. I didn't like the perspective we were reading from, and honestly, yeah, I found it a bit boring. I didn't like it. The Return of Ellie Black, however, I really did enjoy, and I wasn't necessarily expecting to, so I'm going to put this into Yup Yup, Yup Yup. Really, really like this one. Then we have House of Glass. Honestly, I'm sorry to this man, I can't really remember what happened here. I can't lie, very forgettable, but I did enjoy it at the time. I think I gave it like a 3.5. I also think I gave Where the Bodies Are a 4 maybe, but I also can't remember that, unfortunately. A little bit forgetful of those ones. I have absolutely no idea what happened in The Night We Lost Him. Vague memories, but that's absolutely going in. I'm sorry to this man, I can't remember this either. I'm sorry. Then we have Graveyard Shift, which I did enjoy, and this is going into Yup Yup. Really like this one, and this is like just a novella by Emel Rio. Then Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. This is going into beautiful, show-stopping, amazing, a very long one, but I just love this series. I really want her to come out with Daisy Hates 3. I'm dying for it. Can she stop coming out with new books and just carry on with that series, please? The Last Murder at the End of the World, I also really enjoyed. This is going into Yup Yup as well. I thought this was so fun. This got one of my favourite like midway twists that I've like ever read. I thought it was absolutely excellent. Then The Rulebook, I also really liked too. I thought this was a really cute romance. So sorry, I have to keep dragging it through the categories. And I'm going to put it up into Yup Yup. I thought this was really cute. Then The God of the Woods, I did like. I think I'll probably put that in a similar category. Wasn't like a favourite of all time, but it was definitely a very good one, and I had a good time with it. Then Best of Luck, I didn't really enjoy this one, I don't think, so I'm going to put that one there. The Last One at the Wedding, I thought it was okay. I think I would maybe put it, actually I didn't really like it. I didn't like the ending. I would honestly go with boring because it just felt a bit predictable, and I didn't really care for it, so that one's going there. The Teacher, the worst book I've read all year. This was abysmal. Like, please do yourself a favour and never read this book again. I'm going off piste again. I'm just seeing ones that I want to put in certain categories. All the Colours of the Dark was so dull. This was so boring and so long. And then Next of Kin, honestly didn't really enjoy this one too much. I think after the halfway mark, did I actually? I think I might have. I'm gonna go, I can't remember clearly. I can't remember what happened. The House That Horror Built, I did not enjoy. Very sorry about that one. Where Sleeping Girls Lie, I didn't particularly enjoy. Sorry about that one too. These kind of ones here, like It Waits in the Woods, In Bloom, and Big Bad, these were from the short story collection, and I really liked In Bloom, I think, so I'm going to put this one up into this tier with like my favorite ones from these selections. And then both this one and I think this one can go in here because I don't remember very much of it at all. I only remember that this is werewolf, and I honestly can't remember too much more. Society of Lies, this was okay. It was pretty mid. I didn't mind it, but it just wasn't anything like particularly special. Then Middle of the Night, I also probably would put in a similar place. I didn't love the resolution of this, unfortunately. It was a bit underwhelming. And then finally Queen Bee, I really did enjoy actually. So I'm going to put this one up into Yup Yup, Yup Yup. And that does make the categories a bit ugly because that brings that down onto a whole nother row. I'm moving this one down here, I can't lie. I liked it, but I think the reappearance of Rachel Price was better, and I like my rows to not be as uneven as they were there. But this is my final tier ranking of my favourite reads, and all my reads really, of 2024. Hey friends, sorry my camera died and then I had to get ready to go out and I didn't have time to refilm and set up the lighting, etc again just for the outro. So sorry, we have a little bit of a voiceover outro today, but luckily I had finished off the entire video. And yeah, as you can see, here is my kind of final tier ranked list. It's missing the top and bottom categories just because I couldn't fit it on the screen, but I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know your favourite and least favourite books of the year down below. I'm really eager to know. And yeah, if you like this, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe and turn the bell to join a little club. Make sure you turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you want to watch my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a load linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.